Miggity Mike. We
Yes,
back.
sir.
I sound good. Let's go.
Yeah.
So you were saying
I think-
Drake's love for hip hop.
Yeah, I think Drake was in love with the idea of hip hop, but I don't think Drake is in love with hip hop. The reason why I say that, and it's just my personal perspective, like we could see that Eminem loves hip hop. Eminem idea of hip hop hasn't changed. If anything, it has evolved, and he shows that like I'm doing this, I love this, and he literally could sit there, in my opinion, and really like give you hip hop as far as from the grassroots all the way up. And not saying that Drake couldn't do that,
I could see that, yeah.
but it's like you could see that like hip hop was his real live first love.
That's true. I think, like you said, it's just different generations. Because, like you said, back then, artists that came into hip hop were one dimensional. They were only able to do, the ribbity rap, rapidy raps type stuff. Gave you the bars, the metaphors, the whole package like
boom
that.
bap.
Yeah, exactly. The boom bap type of rap. Mm-hmm. So they had that whole type of package. When Drake came in, I guess the industry was kind of looking for more of a hybrid type of artist. Somebody who's able to do
Acting, rap,
multiple different things.
Yeah,
so.
but that's the thing. Like when you burn yourself out like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's like staying consistent with one thing in particular. The longer you stay consistent with it, from the grassroots up until now, it shows the true passion behind it.
But can people get sick of the if you're doing it too much and you're always on the charts, you're always popping, can people sort of get tired of that? So isn't that why some of these artists, like the Kanyes and even Wayne, like you gotta reinvent yourself sometime, to sort of
Yeah, I mean,
so people can still come back and love you the way that they've always loved you,
Yeah, I think but that goes back to again understanding that you don't have to consistently drop. Drake doesn't have to consistently drop.
Yeah, he doesn't. He does not.
You sound perfect now.
Okay.
Yeah, Drake doesn't have to consistently drop. Drake doesn't have to do really anything. Drake could take time off, but it's like what I notice is I think Drake reached his ceiling with hip hop. Because if you think into like now he all right, so he did the UK joint. That
Which
was
UK
receptive.
joint?
The UK drill joint. He had his time with that.
I think he's just experimenting with all different aspects of music so that he can see. He wants to be a global artist, an international artist. Someone who's able to eventually, hopefully, when the world gets back on an even keel and the pandemic is hopefully over, it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon. Mm-hmm. But, he wants to be able to tour the world and do all the different types of music that he's put out, So
I mean, I think he can. Mm-hmm. But we talking about hip hop.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think he I think he loves music. I think he loves music, but hip hop was like cuz I consider Drake one of the doorkeepers for this up and coming generation.
True.
But I kind of see where like when we had a conversation about Jack Harlow. Mm-hmm. We say he could rap. He sounds pretty good. I think he's just basic with his lyrics, just in general. But you see that is all right. So we start now. All right. So what we gonna do is we're gonna pre-package you to be hip hop, okay? Mm-hmm. But what we really gonna do is we really gonna take you into this genre of pop, and from pop we gonna make you into an actor as well. You know what I mean?
But it's a business, so you gotta see. I mean, like you said, it's just. Mm-hmm. It's different artists of whether, and it's the type of deals that they sign. These boys are signing big deals. So if you get in $440 million, you know what I'm saying, for a deal, yeah, the company is gonna figure out a way to try to triple and if they got to give you that, they got to figure out a way for them
to recoup that.
Yeah, to recoup that and quadruple and triple, triple size that, what they gave you in order to, make the profit of what they need to make.
Yeah. I mean, and
definitely got to get a new mic. This mic is not going to be, I don't know what's going on.
Nah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, honestly, and I get that. I think what it is for me is that I love hip hop, bro. So just me coming up, I did hip hop. One of the very first people I was listening to, believe it or not, was like Wu-Tang. The Killer Bees was going crazy at the time. That was the joint. I went from hip hop to listening to down south stuff, from the C Murder, Life or Death, to Ball and G, to Meth doing his thing. Like, I grew up hip hop, and I grew up in an era where this is all they were doing because they loved doing what they're doing, and this was the way they was actually able to paint their picture. And I could take it back further than that to we had it for self-destruction. I remember hearing that at a very, very young age.
For sure.
When it came down to hip-hop, because they understood that hip-hop is a way to reach not only the people, but to paint a picture for the people and be the messenger for the people to the world to understand their struggle. And now it seems like nowadays, what I'm seeing that they're doing in hip hop, they're putting hip hop, like they're pre-packaging our struggle for other people's gain.
That's true, but like you said, like I was saying earlier, it's the different type of artist. So like back in the day, we only had maybe not a handful of artists, but we probably had a dozen, 2 dozen worth of hip hop artists back in the early 90s. So now it's like we got millions of. There's like, I forget how many. They say it's like over like 60,000 songs that drop a day.
Bro, that should be killing me.
So it's like you can, if you don't want to hear the commercialized, stuff of what they're trying to push on you, from the real popular commercialized rappers, you can go and listen to Griselda's or.
Okay, so. And I'm not bashing the up and coming artists.
Right.
I'm gonna say this again. I'm not bashing the up and coming artists. Some of these motherfuckers is trash.
Oh, definitely,
bro. Stick to driving forklifts and warehouse work. We're in a season where you can't tell these folks that they're wrong for this.
True. And
these folks be dead ass wrong for this. Bro, when I went to Kevin Gates' concert, all of the opening acts except one, which was a white boy, actually did trash. They were all trash. They had strippers on stage. Like, I don't even remember.
Way I would have been sitting there for that.
Yeah. Let's pause.
Yeah, let's take a pause.
Let's take a break. Right.